Has this ever happened to you? Have you gone out of your way to help someone only for their situation to worsen far beyond what you can reasonably handle? None of it was your fault. When you were merely observing the situation, suddenly it just blew up. And now, for reasons unknown to you, you now hold the brunt of the blame and are reviled. Not just that, the situation has gotten so out of control, the person you were trying to help enlisted other friends, and now they're hunting you. So now they're banging on your door screaming, "Get out of here! We're gonna get you!" And you tell them, "No, I don't want you to get me." And they say, "Well, we got bad news, bucko. We're gonna get you." And then they get you and they tie you to a tree and they tell you they're gonna end you. So they beat you up and you're like, "Oh no, I'm gonna die." But then they forget to do that and leave you tied to the tree. And then, unknown to everyone, the tree starts bleeding on you and starts to create a replica of you. Has this ever happened to you? Call me. And then you woke up the next day and like, "I lived and I'm going to make that the world's problem." So you leave and the tree can't finish cloning you. So it's just like, whatever, and sends the clone out into the world. And some guy comes along and locks you in his house and tells you, "You don't know me, but I know you, and you might have messed up helping that other guy, but I have the same problem and you're gonna help me now or I'm gonna end you." And you're like, "Yeah, man, I don't know about that." And then you beat his ass and escape. Has that ever happened to you? Call me now. This is my official opinion on cringe. You can take it with you, you can bring it places, and it will serve you well as it does me. It's cringe till it isn't. If you look at people like Markiplier, who, you know, he used to like, you know, scream and go crazy on the street, even PewDiePie, all that shit, like PewDiePie, like all that shit, he knew it was fucking cringe, but that shit made him. Own your cringe. This is you. Own your cringe. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit being, "Oh, that's cringe." Fuck that shit. That's awesome. That's you. Be proud of it. Own it. If your friends don't like it, make fun of them for not liking whimsy. Because that's what that is. If you don't like whimsy, that's not my fault you don't like whimsy. You don't like fun? My bad. Whatever. My bad, dude. Throw some Red Dead footage in the background and just yap about Red Dead. If so, you can either build a script and read off of it faceless, and for writing a script, I highly recommend it. And please listen to this. This is very important advice. And a lot of people will tell you like, "Oh, you know, you want to be formal and blah blah blah." No, you do not want to be formal. You want your script to sound like you. So if you're gonna write a script, write it in your voice. When you're writing a sentence, be like, "Is this how I would say the sentence? Am I portraying myself in an authentic way? In an authentic way by writing like this?" Because you'll have to say those words and make sure that they're words that you say. It's very important. Write in your voice. Like it helps to like talk to yourself as you do it. Even if it feels cringe, it's like just talk to yourself. And it'll be it gets easier. And if you don't want to do a script, just straight up just yap it up, because sometimes yap and just do it. Oh, there's a thing. Don't be afraid to yap. The more you yap, the better you get at it. Make sure it's games you like. You know, like if you look at like some of the YouTube gaming sphere right now, a lot of people make a lot of views and a lot of money off of being negative. And if you look at where they were when they started and where they are now, they are miserable. They do not have any fun. Avoid talking about things you don't like. If you play a game and you set your heart out to like talk about that game and you just didn't like it in the end, just say, "I didn't like it," and move on. No harm, no foul. Don't sink into the negativity, you know? I gotta do something about this guy now. You can say negative things. Being negative is... Being negative is one thing, but like being having some like negative points, but like having... Oh jeez. No. Not at all. No, sir. Yeah, if you're gonna yap, make sure you yap about stuff you like. You want to talk about stuff you like. It's important to talk about stuff you like.
Submitted for your approval. A space freighter, the Tulper, on an epic voyage spanning 382 days through the silent, cold expanse between the stars. Its crew, Captain Curly, the steady hand at the helm, Anya, the compassionate medic, Swansea, the grizzled engineer, Daisuke, the quiet, observant crewman, and Jimmy, the co-pilot, adrift in his own troubled thoughts. Their mission, routine. Their future, seemingly secured. But in the vast indifference of space, plans are fragile things, easily shattered. Imagine, if you will, the hum of the engines, the camaraderie, the shared anticipation of a return home, then the chilling news from a distant Earth. Layoffs. A company collapsing. Futures once certain, now dissolving into an abyss of uncertainty. And for one of them, the weight of a secret. A life-altering truth pressing down, threatening to crack under the strain. All these pressures mounting unseen in the confined space of the Tulper, until, on day 147 of their journey, everything comes crashing down. Not with a bang or a tremor, but with a violent, wrenching impact that tears through the hull and throws the ship into chaos. A collision with the cold, unforgiving void, leaving Captain Curly broken and silent, his command lost in the mangled wreckage, stranded light years from any hope of rescue. The surviving crew faces a new, insidious horror, the slow, agonizing depletion of their life support. As days bleed into weeks, hope withers, replaced by the gnawing desperation and the looming specter of starvation. In the ship's claustrophobic darkness, trust erodes, giving way to suspicion and raw self-preservation. One by one, the crew will fall victim to this harsh reality, and none of it, not one terrifying moment, was according to plan. Not that Jimmy ever truly had a plan.
Shack. Michael. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, look at that. We already got a good-ass Pokemon in the chat already. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of I Stream Games for you while you watch me do that all night. Tonight I wanted to jump back to Outer Worlds because I played a round of it on my own, and I just kind of went psychopath route just because, like, I wanted to do the serious stuff with you guys. So we're gonna do that tonight. Also, we are dual streaming on YouTube tonight. How about that? You have an opportunity to watch me stream vertically over on YouTube tonight. So if you prefer to watch vertical live streams, you can do that. I need to figure out how to make it more gooder, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know how to fix how it is now. I don't know how to fix it. It is what it is. Oh, look, I'm right in the middle. That's cool. I look so pained. Okay. So, my weekend. Man, I did shit this weekend. I streamed Hitman last night. That was pretty rad streaming Hitman. I miss streaming Hitman. You know what I really miss doing? Racing. What else? I did a lot of VR stuff this weekend. I played to completion the I Expect You to Die part 3. That game is so funny. I'm considering getting Dispatch, but I don't know. I don't know yet. Do I want to get Dispatch, or do I want to wait for a game I really want, or a piece of hardware? Do I want to drop it into my my fund for the computer? What do I want to do? I don't know. Probably drop it in a fund. We'll probably do that later. We do got some news today. There's some news that's near and dear to my heart that we're gonna talk about, as well as some other stuff. VR, horror, Nintendo. You know how much I love Nintendo. I burned the shit out of it, so I don't know if you guys can see it on my wrist. I got a grease burn. I wasn't able to show y'all last night, those who watched. But I was cooking some potatoes. I dropped them in the pan wet and shot out at my wrist and cooked me, so to speak. What else we got? I tried editing a short differently, and it did all right. Nobody really seemed to care. We're trying to do this content creation full-time thing. It's tough. It's tough, to say the least. Let's go look at it real quick. I don't think I picked up anything. I put it on the TikTok just because TikTok likes that kind of stuff. Let's see. It did not do numbers. Let's see. Okay, that's really all. I'll tell you what. TikTok been weird. TikTok does not like it when you say Sydney Sweeney looks like Gabby Carter. Boy, it does not like that at all. What else we got? I don't got anything else. Let's do the news and then we'll jump into the game. We got a good little bit of news here. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Okay. We got a good little bit of stuff here. I'm gonna read my script obviously, and then we're gonna run it. Okay. Welcome back to yesterday's news today. The most significant news dominating the industry is the confirmed 6-month delay for Rockstar Games' highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6. Initially rumored for an early 2026 launch, the title is now internally targeting a release date of November 19th, 2026. This marks the second time the projected timeline has been pushed back, underscoring the immense pressure on Rockstar to deliver a game that not only meets but exceeds the astronomical... Hold up. We're going to start that over. We're going to do that over again. Because I forgot to do something. Okay. Blam. All right, here we go again. Welcome back to yesterday's news today. The most significant news dominating the industry is the confirmed 6-month delay for Rockstar's game's highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6. Initially rumored for an early 2026 launch, the title is now internally targeting a release date of November 19th, 2026. This marks the second time the projected timeline has been pushed back, underscoring the immense pressure on Rockstar to deliver a game that not only meets but exceeds the astronomical commercial and critical success of its predecessors. Take a sip real quick. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick addressed the change, reiterating that the decision was made to ensure the game achieves the level of polish players expect and deserve. While the shift keeps the game within Take-Two's current fiscal year, the delay caused a temporary ripple in the stock market and was met with frustration by the broader gaming community, who have been anticipating the title for years. The company remains officially highly confident in the new end-of-the-year window, positioning the launch for the highly lucrative holiday retail season. Postponement highlights the ongoing challenges of modern AAA development, particularly for a title of this scale, which is reportedly one of the most expensive entertainment products ever conceived. The pressure to avoid a buggy launch is extremely high, especially given the game's anticipated multi-billion-dollar revenue projections. Insane. The controversy surrounding the GTA 6 delay is compounded by reports and accusations regarding recent staff changes at Rockstar Games UK studios. The Independent Workers' Union of Great Britain, the IWGB, has accused Rockstar of carrying out blatant and ruthless acts of union busting. After the company fired over 30 UK-based employees last week, the union asserts that all of the terminated workers were members of a private union-affiliated Discord channel that were targeted for their union organization efforts, which is a legally protected activity in the UK. Rockstar has vehemently denied the accusations, asserting in a statement to Bloomberg that the terminated employees were let go for gross misconduct related to distributing and discussing confidential information in a public forum. However, the IWGB has refuted this, claiming the only public forum was their private protected union Discord, and that no confidential material was leaked to the outside world. The union alleges the company is prioritizing anti-union efforts over development stability. The firings and subsequent controversy come at a critical time, just a year ahead of the game's new launch window. The IWGB has vowed to pursue legal action seeking the reinstatement and interim relief for the affected members, some of whom are facing critical issues such as losing company-sponsored visas or workplace healthcare access. Protests were staged outside of Rockstar's Edinburgh office and the UK headquarters of the parent Take-Two Interactive, with union members displaying signs reading Grand Theft Employment. You gotta love a good union busting. And by you gotta love, I mean, we here on the channel hate that shit. It wasn't that long ago that I worked at EA Games. And I maintain to this day that the EA Baton Rouge testing facility was shut down due to unionization efforts, and we were making moves. I was like, They claim I was fired for some dumb shit, but I was fired when I was like I was helping organize, and then a few months later, the whole facility is shut down, just out of nowhere. And you know, when a facility shut down out of nowhere, it's usually because they're trying to avoid unionization. Well, the EA Baton Rouge likely was shut down due to unionization efforts, and it fucking sucks. Let people unionize. Let people have good working conditions. All right, next up in the news. The highly anticipated horror film Return to Silent Hill has been confirmed to have a definitive R rating. The rating was secured for its incorporation of strong, bloody violence, disturbing images, and brief sexual conduct, confirming the film will maintain Jesus Christ. Confirming the film will maintain the mature and deeply unsettling tone demanded by fans of the video game franchise. Director Christoph Gans, who returns to the series after directing the 2006 original, stated that the film is a psychoanalytic deep dive and heavily inspired by the narrative and aesthetic of the beloved game Silent Hill 2. The plot is confirmed to center on protagonist James Sunderland, who travels to the iconic fog-shrouded town after receiving a mysterious letter from his deceased wife. Gans has indicated a commitment to the game's core theme of personal guilt and repressed trauma, ensuring the town's monsters manifest as psychological projections unique to James' tortured psyche. Gans has worked closely with Konami to update the aesthetic of the monsters for the film, promising new and unsettling interpretations of the iconic figures like Pyramid Head. The adherence to the complex psychological terror of Silent Hill 2 and the secured mature rating suggests the film aims to be a faithful, disturbing adaptation that avoids the reliance on conventional horror tropes. Alright, next up, Nintendo news. And a significant piece of financial news this weekend, Nintendo President Shintaro Furukawa sought to ease consumer and investor anxiety regarding the potential launch price of the upcoming Switch 2 console. Amid recent price increases. What is this? We're just gonna scratch that. Blam. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Nintendo. I don't know what that is. It looks like old news. I don't know how I got my new news. Alright. VR news. Got some of that for you. A significant development in the VR space this weekend came from the dedicated modding community for Bethesda's Starfield. The independent development team behind the popular PC VR mod, which allows players to experience the entire massive RPG in virtual reality, released a major update focused almost entirely on performance and stability enhancements, addressing a core challenge of playing large-scale AAA games in VR. The patch is a massive win for high-end PC VR enthusiasts. Ooh, I lost my spot. The patch is a massive win for high-end PC VR enthusiasts, as it specifically targets reducing input latency and smoothing out frame delivery across the game's vast environments. Running such a visually demanding game in VR requires maintaining high frame rates to ensure player comfort and prevent motion sickness. The optimization efforts in this update make the exploration of Starfield's planets and systems significantly more stable and immersive than previous iterations. While the mod still operates without full motion controller support, requiring a traditional gamepad for now, the community sustained support provides high quality VR experience that the game lacks. The commitment ensures that players with high-end headsets like the Valve Index or MetaQuest 3 via PC can comfortably experience the scale of the game, cementing the VR mod as a vital component of the game's longevity for the segment of its player base. Anyway, that's it. That's all the news I got for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more of yesterday's news today. Okie dokie. Where's my butt? Blam, that's the news. Okay. Let me see a little something real quick. My wife sent me a TikTok, so we have, I have to watch it.
Checking things off the list.
Yeah? Get everything you need?
Should be good for the week.
Hey, how come I've never seen you here before?
I used to go to Kroger, but they banned me after I knocked over a big pyramid of ragu.
Oh my god.
But to their credit, it was the third time.
You knocked over 3 pyramids of tomato sauce?
The ones on the bottom are fresher.
Okay.
Where'd you park?
Oh no, I did. My car was in the shop. I was gonna get an Uber.
I can give you a ride.
Shit, really?
I'm right here.
Shit, that's yours?
Okay, that's it. All right, let's get moving to the game. Let's do this thing. Swap over to gaming.
back in business. The enemy.
Nothing there. No. No target.
Slow down. Schultz went where?
Megaflora native to the colony, and you
Schultz!
EI, love, nasal flooding, and worse.
Yeah.
Anyone got lamps on Schultz? Anyone? Void be damned. Sallying into the wire like that with nary a wish in her pocket? What was she thinking? Did I not make clear our orders to hold the line here regardless of provocation? Should my instructions have been more robust? Perhaps assisted by pictures?
I'm afraid there's more bad news, Commander. She also took Scrabbles, sir.
Would that he'd done her more good. Seems Calamity has claimed 2 good soldiers today. You there. I don't normally sanction nameless passers-by giving ear to my private discourse. That right. Earth Directorate. Not many would claim such affiliation these days. None from Arcadia have the knowledge to lie about it. What's your business at the Vox? Sounds serious. Were it in my power to offer aid, you'd have it. Alas. Whatever your purpose, I feel a contractual obligation to warn you against setting a heel past this base. If you go any further, you go... No Antes forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of disemployment and possible litigation. Our orders are to sit and mind the store for as long as need be. It is difficult for me to accept such laudations at the moment, given recent losses. But I suppose you make a fair point. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue said watch until orders change. I'd thank you to affix some ballast to that name when you speak it. Scrabbles has been integral to this unit's success for years. Outsiders may see him as a toy, but we've bled alongside that stuffed sprat. He's damn near family. Schultz obviously knew the risks and hoped he'd protect her through the minefield. Alas, even Scrabble's power has limits. Still would help morale to get him back, though. I half believed you meant that offer. Unless, I confess, the challenge of holding the forward position does not... But I would prefer to avoid staining my reputation by participating in such a needless blunder. Carr was, shall we say, non-ambiguous with her orders. Far be it from me to speak poorly of a superior, but I have pondered over her choices as of late. She's been sullen about sharing her strategy, too. Still, however brightly my star burns, I remain in her orbit. She is my superior officer. I defied her once, and I received the verbal tanning of a lifetime for it.
believe his self, but I reckon that.
I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet. I'll be spaced. Scrabbles! And hardly the worse for wear. You've no grasp of what his return means to this unit. Scrabbles was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War, and has seen this squad through every hard deployment since leaving Tau Ceti. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal. Here, for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch. While we appreciate you returning Scrabbles, you'll not provoke me into a course of unwise action if that's your aim. I will take...
Promotion accelerating activities done, and we've already got dropouts. Doozy of a drop, too. Can't believe Ormsby pegs these people as executive material. Me, sure. Them? Huh.
We can hear you.
Hush, Cobb. Today's task was about upward mobility. The three died hanging the ropes. Told them they were doing it wrong. Dead include Assistant Hagen and other slackwits.
Show some respect.
Oh, like you care. You didn't even participate.
I told you, I got a cute lumbago.
Time to break camp for the next skill-building exercise, which I will surely dominate. This is Sanitation Specialist Cutshaw, soon to be VP of something big, signing off.
Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander.
Oh, hi. If you're watching this, I'm probably in the bathroom right now. I'm probably going to grab a snack too. But I am definitely in the bathroom right now. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Did you know that if you drill 6 holes in a hot dog, you can play it like a flute? Fun fact. What kind of snacks do you think I'm gonna grab? Maybe something savory, maybe something sweet, high in protein, high in fiber. I hope I grab something healthy. I need to be eating better. I need to be eating better. I hope I haven't been in the bathroom long. Have I been in the bathroom long? I'm not sure. I pre-recorded this. I have no idea how long it has been since I've been in the bathroom. I hope I'm okay. I hope I didn't die. That would be crazy. Wouldn't it be crazy if I just put the screen on just to go off and die? And now I'm here talking about how I just went off and died? That'd be nuts. Is the game we're playing cool? I don't like playing bad games. I put on a brave face about it, but I fucking hate playing bad games, dude. I swear. Anyway, I hope you're having a good time. You see that little heartbeat